Here we have the new 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe. This one comes in the SE trim level with front wheel drive. This color is Serenity White Pearl. And then we have gray cloth interior. For the powertrain, we get a 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. And that's made it to an 8-speed dual clutch transmission. So we're gonna go over the SE, the base trim, and just see how it holds up. Coming to the front end here, we still get the LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights, and the lights don't flash like that. That's just how my camera's picking them up. Love the front end though. We have the active vents through here. And just a really good look, I think. Now as we come around the wheels, these are 18-inch alloy. So it's not like you get a big step down on the SE as opposed to the limited calligraphy, so on and so forth. Passive keyless entry on the front. Power windows, we get electronic child locks and rear window locks, power door locks, power mirrors. And we do still get blind spot monitors here. Bottle holders, electronic parking brake. And there's our hood release. Manual tilt telescoping steering wheel. Probably the biggest letdown, but it's an SE trim, is having this manual driver's seat here. But I had that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6 feet with longer legs. But before we check out that rear space, big shout out to Hyundai of Cool Springs for allowing me to review this Santa Fe today. I'll leave a link below in the description. And if you're trying to find a Santa Fe in your neck of the woods, make sure you click on the link below and go ahead and submit your info, and we'll make sure that we get those dealers competing to give you that best price. But honestly, even at sticker price, $36,300 is pretty good, I think, for what you get. Well, let's go ahead and check out the rear seat space. So pretty good legroom back here. Seat back pockets are on both sides. USB-C charge ports are on either side there. And then we do have access to the center console space from back here. And then we also have storage right in here. So pretty good considering this is the base model. LED dome lights for the back. Nice hanger hook there to hang a shirt or whatever. And then we can also recline the seat quite a bit. And then even with the seat fully extended, even better room than I already had. So that's pretty impressive there. Now you get a little bit more space when you recline it. But I like this configuration too because you can maximize your seating with 7 passengers. Bottle holders in the middle there. And there's that third row. You know what? I'm gonna try and get back there. So what we can do is hit this button here, and that kind of puts it into third row mode, and then pushes this seat up. Come back here. And you can even recline it as well. But I mean, pretty good space back here. It's hard to really get it where it's supposed to be, but I can fit back here. The floor is just a little high up where the seat's lower, so it's not the best space. I'm kind of crunched back here, but again, this is the third row. This is meant mostly for the kids. But top tethers are right there in the back of the seat. And I like how it's configured for the most part. And I like that I'm able to just push that up to get out. The hard part is me being taller. As you can see, the opening's not as big because the floor is higher up, but no surprises there. Fuel cap. As we come around to the back end, we do get LED tail lamps as well, which is nice to have on this base trim level. And again, they don't flash like that. That's just how the camera's picking it up, even though it looks pretty cool. Exhaust there, spare underneath. And we get a power lift gate for the SE trim, which is also very nice. A lot of the times manufacturers will just throw a manual one on the base trim. 12 volt there, very good storage pocket here. And then we can release the second row from back here. But also we can adjust this if we want to, and then fold it down. You can see the difference where the left side's folded down, right side's folded up to extend your cargo space. And the cool thing is you can have those up if you want to have people in the third row, but if you don't, this basically just turns into a very spacious regular 2-row SUV. And then for even additional cargo, that'll just fold flat by itself. and then pretty easy to get it back into shape. And then you have your anchors right in there for your car seats. But for all that I'm seeing so far, just very impressed for this to be a 36 grand sticker vehicle. What all you get here. Glove compartment down there, additional pocket there, and then you have storage underneath there with a 12 volt. Coming back around to the front here. There's that 2.5 turbo 4. Well, let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So I like this. I don't know if this is faux leather or real leather, but it's not vinyl. So I like the steering wheel here. That feels nice. There's the horn there. Now over here to this screen for audio, we just get AM, FM, XM, and then we also have Bluetooth along with wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto compatibility, which is impressive to get on this SC again. And then we just have a few settings in here. Nothing crazy because we don't have the navigation built in. What's cool is you can hit this, and when you hit the map, it'll try and pull it up through your Bluetooth device there. And then your general settings, if you want to come in here and change your units, you can do that. If you want to change your date and time, your language, you can do that as well. And then your vehicle settings, you can go ahead and fool with your driver assistance, so on and so forth. Backup cameras there, guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. Down here, hazards, shortcuts, volume, and then we can go through our track list as a tune knob, and then we can also kind of seek there as well. But I love the AC controls because even though this is manual, I like the way you can configure it. You just find that specific level. Same thing with the temperature there, fan direction. And then you have all of your drive mode stuff down here. So auto hold there, we can go through our normal, sport, or my drive, and it'll show you what drive mode you're in the middle there. Then auto stop toggle there, downhill brake controls there. And then we can pull up the parking camera there. And then we also have our parking sensors there. Now, USB-C charge ports are here. And then this is pretty much storage. We don't have the included wireless charging pad here, I don't believe. And then bottle holders are here. Center console, cubby space. So pretty good size there. And then you have this removable tray and you have kind of a hidden compartment deep down in there. There's a look at the back seat from up here. And then over here, we have our LED dome lights again. And then a drop down vanity mirror there. So pretty impressed again with just all that I'm seeing here. Now as we go to the steering wheel once again, blinkers are behind here, high beam toggles there. And then we also have our intermittent wipers on this side. So one time off, intermittent low high. We can adjust that intermittent frequency here, rear wipers here, and then push back for that rear wiper fluid, pull up for the front. Paddle shifters are behind the steering wheel. And we'll start over here. We have a favorites button here, a favorites button there, Bluetooth button, voice recognition. We can go through our audio sources here, go through our track list or radio station presets there, and then we can toggle volume, click there to mute. Now over here, this is where all of our smart cruise stuff is. So we get that standard smart cruise there, which is nice. We can adjust the gap for that, lane centering's there, and then this, as well as the scroll bar, is for the center stack, or the gauge cluster there in the middle, and then we can toggle our speeds for that cruise there. I forgot that. But here we can go through our sub menus, tire pressure monitors, all of that. And then when applicable, I can scroll down again using that scroll bar. Now for the shifter, you just pull this down for reverse, pull up for drive, kind of tap down for neutral, and then press the side there for park. Push button starts here. And finally, here's the key fob with remote start. So again, pretty loaded out for this to be a basic trim. But now let's get it on the road. Let's go ahead and take this 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe SE out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Santa Fe here, I've driven a couple of the newer Santa Fe's. I haven't driven this basic model. I've driven, I believe, the Limited and the SEL. What I like about the SE here is it doesn't feel much more different than the SEL, other than, of course, I don't have the power driver's seat. But the overall layout looks the same. Steering wheel looks the same. Shifter's in the same place. So I really like that. Like, if I told you were behind the wheel of a Limited without the badging, you probably wouldn't be able to tell me, oh no, this is an SE, other than the cloth seats as opposed to the H-Techs. But honestly, the comfort here is still pretty good in these cloth seats. So some of the better cloth seats that I've experienced. Now, very quiet behind the wheel here in the normal mode, which is a good thing. And of course, if you go ahead and put it into that sport mode, you kind of liven things up. And I'll try to do that getting on the interstate here. But the steering, it's a tad, I mean, it's very comfortable. And honestly, it's what I would expect from a Santa Fe. The Hyundais have always had kind of looser feeling steering feels to me. But I'm gonna test out the Sport and see if that actually changes things in terms of the overall driving capability. But so far, just a bit loose, but again, that makes it more comfortable in terms of just maneuverability. Now, I can't get over getting the adaptive cruise here in the SE trim. I just think that's remarkable. Especially for a 36 and some change MSRP. And it's sad that now, if you look at something, it has cloth seats. I mean, you get adaptive cruise, but you don't even have heat here. It's crazy. You say 36,000 and all of a sudden, that used to be expensive, but now it's a bargain. So very quick, just with the turbocharger. Now, getting on the interstate here, I'm going to test out the paddle shifters and see how it does. All right, here we go. Oh, that is nice. The pull is incredible. Absolutely phenomenal. And the crazy thing is, I came out of about, I guess I was doing about 35, and there was a car coming up on me, and I nailed it, and it just, gosh, it was off. It's fantastic. So cool thing is, again, we get the lane centering here. It's not meant to be a hands-free driving technology, but you can take your hands off every so often. You're supposed to hold it like this, and it just kind of keeps you in it. But a nice feature to have, again, for that kind of money. But ride quality is fantastic. The power is great. I love this dual clutch. It's just so much fun. Reliability wise, don't know about it, but you do get that fantastic 5-year, 100,000 mile powertrain warranty with Hyundai, which is pretty much top of the line right now. But I mean, this is just a good deal, I think, for the money. Again, huge shout out to Hyundai of Cool Springs for letting me drive this one. I'll leave a link below in the description if you're interested in this Santa Fe particularly. And if you're looking for just the best deal on a Santa Fe in your area, make sure you check out the link below, and I can hook you up with your local dealers, make sure they're getting you the best price on one of these. But just a really good SUV for the money, especially this SE trim. And with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe SE.